Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes. Dear students, 11th and 12th March were off days, holidays on account of Shivratri and the Shab Mehraj. And today is the schooling day. You must attend schools regularly to get facilitated physically because last academic year turned the victim of COVID-19 pandemic and you met with a huge loss. The students, still this deadly corona is moving around, it is infecting people. Wise attempt is to follow all the precautionary measures in letter and spirit so that you can save yourselves from this deadly virus. Dear students of class 10th subject history, today we are dealing with the Indian freedom struggle. Just an overview, brief overview. Dear students, East India Company sought permission from the Jahangir's court to trade here in India. So this company was given the permission and the trade between India and the British East India Company started. Watching backwardness of the Indians in every walk of life, whether it was a political, it was a social, it was economic, the East India Company extended its web to control India socially and politically. The major boost that the East India Company had was the Battle of Plassey in 1757, when the East India Company defeated Siraj-ud-Dowla and virtually or verily this battle gave East India Company control on Bengal. Dear students, then the battle of the Boxer was there in 1764, and with the passage of time, the East India Company controlled India politically, socially, and economically. But the Indians, in the end, realized that we are being dominated in every sphere, whether it's the economic sphere or it's a political, it's a social. So they started resisting against the East India Company, and in 1857 there was a massive movement that's called revolt of 1857 that started from the Meerut on May 10, 1857, and the historian called it the First War of Independence. But this revolt of 1857 was crushed by the British, the East India Company, because it lacked one of the important things, that was the leadership. The leadership was in the young hands, so the British was able to crush it. But after the 1857 Act of 1858 came, India became the direct British colony. Right from 1857, virtually or verily the British rule in India started. But there were the moments to free India, and these moments were getting intensified day by day because it was felt by Indians that our resources are being snatched by the British, and where the native people are given nothing in the native land. Finally, this moment, Indian freedom struggle moment I am talking about, gained pace or strength when Gandhiji entered in the politics of India in 1915. After return from South Africa, he entered in the freedom struggle of India, and the freedom struggle of India had its new look. Under Gandhi, many movements were held, like Champaran movement was there, Khilafat was there, non-cooperation was there, civil disobedience movement was there, and finally the Quiet India movement was there, and this was the last movement under Gandhi, and in which the Gandhi turned a little bit violent by raising a slogan, "Do or die." So the Indian national movement gained the actual pace after Gandhi entered in the Indian national movement in 1950, and he united, organized India, and all the movements were integrated. And this unification of India or Indian nationalism was promoted by the Gandhi in real sense, and finally India was able to snatch powers from the British on 15th of August 1947. So dear students, so all the moments, big moments like Khilafat, non-cooperation, civil disobedience, Quit India movement, these moments were under the Gandhi, and these moments finally shake the very foundation of the British here, or shaken the very foundation of the British here, and in the during the Second World War, the British control over the rest of the world there where the British colonies got weakened, and finally we saw the dawn of the freedom on 15th August 1947. So I am repeating the things. East India Company was given permission to trade with India during the Jahangir's rule, and finally this East India Company dominated India politically, socially, economically by seeing the backwardness of Indians in every sphere, what is the political sphere, economic sphere, or the social sphere. And first battle of Plassey was there, then Boxer, and the finally Indians realized that we are being snatched every right here, being the native of India, and they started resisting against the British tyranny. And from 1857, the India became the direct British colony. But when Gandhi entered in the Indian politics, he organized Indians, he united Indians. Under his leadership, many movements were held, which I already discussed. That is, Champaran was there, Khilafat, non-cooperation, civil disobedience, and finally Quit India. And these all movements intensified the Indian national movement or the freedom struggle in India, and finally India saw the dawn of the freedom on August 15, 1947. Dear students, this is just the brief overview of the Indian freedom struggle, or we can say flash. Dear students, you have to see these things on your available the social science book, reference book, and you have to read carefully every moment, whether it is the Battle of 1757, 64, Champaran, Khilafat, non-cooperation, civil disobedience, and Quiet India movement, and what happened in these moments. And there were also some tragic incidents in the history of India, like Jallianwala Bagh tragedy of 1919, where many Indians were killed or they sacrificed their lives, and Simon Commission in 1927, when Lala Rajpat Roy had a severe blow on his head, and finally he did not recover from this injury and died. So Indian sacrificed for this national, for this freedom struggle. Dear students, this is the brief overview of the Indian freedom struggle. Hope you might have grasped the concept. In case of any confusion, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number. And when you forward your query by any means, by calling or by WhatsApping, within short duration of time, your query or confusion shall be cleared. But important thing is that textbook of history is available with you. You must see these things on your textbook of history so that you can grasp the things well, because self-study and hard work can take one's boat to the bank, and these are only the mantras in your hands by which you can gain knowledge about all the things. Thanks. Be blessed.